Ey, bueno, pues seguimos, ¿no? Vamos aquí con Brownie. Vamos a visitar a esa gente. Claro. ¿Tenemos algún tipo de problema? Sería muy valiente por tu parte decirle a jefe que Dorota sea asesinada y solamente ella está huyendo. Estás loca. A mí me da que tú eres valiente. De que tú eres más valiente. Sí, valiente pero no estúpida. Vale, no hay mucha conversación aquí con Brownie, ¿eh?
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird.
La verdad es que sí.
Are you still you?
Of course.
Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Vale, este podemos decir que no es 100% descartado, ¿no? El Raye. Ahora toca Lexi. De momento, o es o Lexi, o la dueña, o el policía, uno de esos tres. De momento son los que yo diría. Estoy bien, estoy bien.
It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
We've seen a lot.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
Both.
Está muy bien la Lexi esta, en verdad, ¿eh?
And maybe the people sensed it.
Pues no hemos sacado nada de información interesante.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Vale.
The worm probed, and the worm did not hear the usual refrain.
Visita a Violet. ¿No está Violet?
What's special about this one?
Está Bronwyn. Viste ya no detective, básicamente ahora estamos vigilando las 24 horas del día.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
¿Ves tú que Sam va por nosotros?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here. The real reason we're here.
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
Oops.
George had lost his job and his
Oops.
family and couldn't work because of pinched
Oops.
nerves. Or so.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. Okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendency? Crime of passion?
¿Crimen pasional?
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers. And Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe it's just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
He sleeps below, unaware of what lurks above
Puede
him.
ser. Lexi ya hemos hablado con ella. Vamos a hablar con el jefe.
Rain, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah. No.
Then you're wasting my time.
Vale, vale.
Maybe a fraction of a second before George was gone.
Vale, vamos a coger ya el último. Porque Violet no está. Violet no está.
On the crack of the closet. I always watch from inside the closet.
Entonces, cuidado. Vamos a coger esta, que está un poco loca.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Eso está mejor, eso.
Boston. Ivan was woken.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do
¿Qué estabas
for you?
haciendo antes?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibi.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
Eso suena inquietante.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
Waited for him to stand, then led him down to the kitchen,
Vale.
herding his slow bare feet in dangerously tight circles.
Visita a Bronwyn.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe, but it'll be difficult to prove.
That hadn't even grown yet. Last time, she caught a magpie.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all
Puede
the
ser
time.
perfectamente encarcelada por error.
You
Sí,
looking
sí.
to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Entendible.
It was kinder that way. The kitchen was quiet. The
Allí ya hemos visitado, así que bueno, vamos a habitación y volvamos a Sam.
A rat? No, not a rat.
No. No more talking. No more questions. Question after question after question. I didn't kill Dorota. I didn't even know the girl. And yet here I am.
Relájate.
Constantly asked about her.
Ha muerto una persona en tu local.
If you need anything, I will be back eventually.
Te tienes que quedar. El jefe dijo que te tenías que quedar. Pero señora. Señorita. Vaya. Pues es ella.
Up and went to get a towel. When he
Pues
returned,
ella.
the kitten was
Pues
scrambling
ella.
with him.
Hey. ¿Puedo ver el tarot de Mercurio?
Mercury.
¿Mercurio?
Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions. It more
Más bien las
asks them.
hace.
Do you want it to ask you a question?
Claro. Claro. Lo que tú quieras. Cuéntame, señorita. Igual nada. Presunción de inocencia, ante todo.
If you're happy being the person you are now.
Sí, claro.
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Bueno, si tú lo dices.
Owl stuck to his heel as he lifted it, unveiling the bloody mess.
¿Qué te pasa?
to
Sí,
try
este está
to
muy
erase
nervioso.
the sight. It didn't work, of course. Inspect the darkening towel. Blood trickled along the groove.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, in a compost
¿Ahora sale
chest,
subtítulo?
was
¿Serio?
found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I
Qué
understand
bonita
why
esta,
they
¿eh?
want to postpone it.
Este fondo.
Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Me gusta mojarme. Anda. Siguiente capítulo.
Leaned forward to nuzzle her nose.
Visita al
Any more
jefe.
news on Oscar Wainwright? Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to that.
Entiendo.
Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam.
Vale.
Perhaps I should have made them stay. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's something about a traveller, whatever that is. Dorota's boyfriend Oscar is in the clear as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still waiting to hear what he tells you. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that. That's it.
Vale, perfecto.
Not with how I mocked her. See.
Who are you?
¿Quién eres tú?
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
Entendible.
Not long, a couple of
Por lo
months
menos
maybe.
mejor, pero si nos importaba el uno por el otro. ¿Vale?
No, no one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Well, yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. On all fours.
Vale.
She had a few kinks, nothing weird. Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a
Tengo un vestido novia allí.
dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Vale.
She didn't need one.
Pues vamos al hostal. Oye, mola. Es diferente, pero mola. Visita a Violet. Hombre, ¿qué tal? ¿Crees tú que fue Oscar que mató a Dota?
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
¿Para quién era?
Ask Zach Weston.
Zach Weston. ¿El hijo del pastor? No, por lo que yo sé, Oscar es un buen chico.
But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Claro.
Know about you? Or what is there to know about you, Sam? I just mean people have an act. A facade. Oscar seems nice, but for all I know, he tears pretty girls apart.
Cuéntame sobre ese
Zach's
Zach.
the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam.
Pues lo voy a hacer.
Good at talking.
Me parece bien. Gracias, compañera.
At Weston's Photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there.
Vale.
Sorry, Sam. I forgot you've only been here an hour or so. You've come and gone so much already, it feels like you've been here much longer.
La indirecta, cuidado, que te meto en la cárcel.
I have never seen anything like this. So,
Bueno, aún no puedo, ¿no?
heavy again.
Vale.
And
Pues vamos a seguir.
I want to say it's
Mob Win. Hey, ¿qué tal? ¿Conocías al novio de Dorota?
Yes.
Él vino a verme.
He wanted to know that
Es
she
quería
was
saber
okay,
si ella estaba bien.
spiritually speaking.
Hablando espiritualmente. ¿Qué cojones? ¿Te dijo algo sobre
He
Dorota?
confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
¿Puedes contarlo o no?
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality. Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Joder.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
Bueno. Muy mal hecho, ¿eh? ¿Qué pasa con Vaine?
Rain's a big boy. He can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Vale.
The vacant penthouse had a
Sam, what can I do for you? We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help.
Vale.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here. Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities. We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travelers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
for its disguise to float, since human beings don't float, except in water, and its disguise would be less unsettling if it had eyes, and were less of a corpse. But the entity did not understand the concept of water or air, floating or standing, living.
Hi Sam, back for more already? No, I think Bronwyn met him though. You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say. I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die. Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Bueno.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Claro.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay.
Claro.
So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. And that's how we got Jerome's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing.
Entiendo. No tiene ni pie ni cabeza, pero bueno.
With the servers at the restaurant. Not this one.
Your ability isn't endless. It will
Vale,
run
vale.
at some point.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Or the bag lady was getting hungry. Spare some change? A homeless.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's...
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love...
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our...
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. Yes.